It's week 7 of the NFL, and we'll see Luke Musgrave. He's coming off a game where he had the hot hands, over 160 yards receiving. It's the Giants and the Raiders next on Madden NFL 24.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now,
and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he is going to have the Giants first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Here's Richardson to throw. High out there to grab it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Richardson. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, and that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gippers.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 23 carries, 73 yards.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's number 3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to number 1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And again, it's Chubb. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. You talk about this Giant defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On the jump. Stop low, 18.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Richardson to throw off play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this near the 5 where he stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And Richardson back to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Hold the set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Raiders trying to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. 2nd and long. And Sharp calls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Okay, ready? 60 average.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. He has high, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Richardson on 3rd and short. Able to find his man, and that's Hyatt. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to the air with Richardson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get caught for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Richardson off the play fake. Touchdown Giants! Luke Musgrave, 23 yards for the touchdown. Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Get it?
Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Richardson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. Going to let one fly for Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter.
Tight. 19 tight. Let go.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
65 cat. 65 cat. Ready.
Richardson working from the gun. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. Now Richardson. It's caught inside the 25. But he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 53 yards.
18 rattle. 18 rattle. Ready.
Again, it's Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown. Rondale Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
70 range, 70 range. Ready.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now comes Wan'Dale Robinson with his New York offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will have the Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to...
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, unlock line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Check.
A give running right is Chubb. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Alert!
Chubb is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey! Unlock line! Bronco switch!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one,
They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action, Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receivers too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. That's out to Chubb, complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Richardson to throw off play action. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Roll, ready?
Looking to throw. That's once again complete to Chark. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Let's go.
First down, Las Vegas.
Back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They go play action with Richardson. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Richardson off the play fake. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Richardson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.